Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindy and this is Lindiorslife and you are back for another one today. And today we're doing, I think I'm just gonna title it like chat and talk. I mean, not chat and talk. Style and chat and style. Something like that. Because that's what we're doing. I have a couple topics that I'm going to chat about today. And just kind of rant while I style my hair. What it's giving right now. Very much a hot mess. Got some plucking to do, some styling. This is the curly hair I did in my previous video. I'll link it in the cards if you want like tea on how it actually is. But honestly, it's a little $80 away from Amazon, so the hair isn't good, but it's cute. But anyway, so let's get into it. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna go down a little bit. I need to figure out what's going on with this lace because I was at the gym earlier. The first topic is going to be basically the male gaze, because sometimes it be having this little loco. And I don't know, I just had it on my heart as something to think about. I mean, something to talk about. Like, oh, I know. You know when people are like, oh, I know you get a lot of men. Or, I know niggas is always hollering at you or whatever, right? And like, if that's not the case, then you almost feel like, well, damn. Why aren't a lot of niggas hollering at me? You know what I mean? Like, when you get that as a, when you get that as like a compliment, or like, well, maybe I'm just talking about me. Maybe that's what I should just be talking about, me. But me personally, I do get that as like a, I guess it's supposed to be a compliment, but it just kind of gives like, I don't know what to tell you. But I do. That's crazy. Seems like we got some work to do. But yeah, y'all, I be getting a lot of the time, because you know, an attractive girl, a lot of time men, mainly men, but women do this to me too, will be like, oh, I know you got a lot of men in your DM. I know you get a lot of play, da da da. Why you single? You supposed you da 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 da. You like just I guess trying to hype you up, but it's like, my man, I don't know. I can't explain that to you in the slightest, baby love. I'm just living life, and I don't really know, like, you know, like it be so confusing. And honestly, if you peep game, they just be trying to figure out if you really do have a lot of niggas in your phone or not. And half the time, I used to say no, but now I just be saying yeah, because it seems like that's what they want to hear. Because if you say no, then it's like, what you capping, you lying, you know, you gotta, like, no nigga, if I said no, I mean it. I 100% mean it. If there's niggas in my DMs, I would have said yeah, you know, shit flooded, like water in there. And if not, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know, I be telling the truth a lot, and maybe that's on me. Maybe I need to start really lying to these men. But it's so weird to me, because I started thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, it low-key make me feel away when people say that, because it's like, because my DMs are not flooded with men trying to talk to me. So it's like, why not? Almost like, everybody else can see it. Why are y'all not getting with the program? You know what I mean? And that just was, it will almost make you feel a little like, what's wrong with me vibe. But then you gotta, which is why I wanted to talk about the male gaze in totality, because why do we as women put so much weight on the male gaze? Like, why is that? I'm not saying we all, I mean, honestly, we all do it. Like, it's not like we do it a lot. Some do it more than others. And you know, I'm sorry to those women, because men will really have your mind all messed up behind them, and they're not even taking you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, they be playing for real. But I feel like we all be going through this with men. It's always 1, 2, and like, why do we hold such importance on a man liking them? And I'm not even the type of girl who actually does hold that much importance, until the other day when I started thinking about it, and I was like, low key, I do end up feeling a little like, when people, especially men, try to say that I should be this, like, I don't know, like, extremely wanted in a way, extremely sought after, but I'm not. I'm looking like I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I'm like a hidden gem, and that's like, that sounds like I'm to my own horn, but that's really how I feel. It feel like niggas can't find me. I feel like I'm this cute little package hidden away, and that is why I be trying to tell people, like, I am single, yes, but what is the purpose of asking me all these questions about why I'm single? Y'all, I'm pulling this out from the root because I can't find my tweezers. But what is the purpose? Like, huh? This should just be blowing me. And I don't know if y'all feel the same, but that's just how I feel. Like, I just be living life, and people have this preconceived notion that because I am an attractive woman, everybody in my DMs, yet I've been perpetually single. So it's like, uncut gem, hidden gem, like, I don't know what to call it, but that's the only way I could express what I'm feeling. Like, that's how I feel the situation is. Like, some, like, if you know, you know type shit. And it's like, that's cool and but I like more people to know, maybe. That sounds crazy, but like, that's how I feel. Y'all let me know. But at the same time, forget the male gaze. Like, everything I do is for the bitches, like that TikTok said. But not really. But really though, when it comes to how I present myself in the world, absolutely. But sometimes I just be like, well, damn, these men ain't picking up what I'm putting down. That's crazy, because I'm really giving my all right now. And it's just like, whoop-de-doo, we not worried about you. And you know what? That's fine. Life moves on. That's what I do know. I'm really good at, like, shit not bothering me for too long. So it's just kind of like, move with the punches. Let's just move on with life. Men gon' come and go, but so I'm not really too pressed about it, if you know what I mean. It's just something to think about. Like, if you have single girlfriends, maybe don't ask them, or if you run into a girl and you may be interested or maybe not interested in her, maybe don't ask her why she's single, and you know her DMs flooded and all that stuff, because you don't know, because they're not. Is there a man that probably is talking to himself in her DMs? Absolutely. That's a given. But I'm using even. But like, that's about it. Nobody to be taken seriously, if you know what I mean. And that's really just that on that. Like, and as women, we really gotta just not let that shit bother us. Like, and I really do a decent job at not letting shit bother me, shit like that anyway, because I know everything happens for a reason, and what's for me is for me. For sure. But sometimes you gotta think like, damn, everybody concerned about why you single. Bitch, why are you single? Is it you? That could be very possible. I'm gonna put a little bit on these edges too. And I'm gonna swoop them. Leads me to my another thought, that sometimes it is you. Like, I've been in situations with men and I'd be like, well, I don't know, my process is usually like, forget this man, I'm done with him, like, he will never speak to me again. And then I usually assess the situation and I'd be like, where did I go wrong in that? And then I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I could have did this, maybe I could have did that, I work on that. And I usually just be using these little, I guess you can call failed experiences as lessons for the next man. But, yeah, that's what I'll be like. So that's what I will say to the youth. Use these little talking stages and failed experiences with men as a learning little sentiment, or whatever you want to call it, a learning situation. And also, I would say, like, without hurting your personal feelings too bad, to put your all into like situations with men, because then you'll have like no regrets. That's one thing that I guess you can say regret when it comes to how I was dating back in the day, like in college and stuff, that I didn't really put forth I wasn't putting forth that much effort. Like, I wasn't putting my all into it. And then I would look back and be like, dang, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. And the reason why I was doing that was because like, these men weren't giving, you know what I'm saying, like, I was matching energy type vibe. Like, they wasn't really giving nothing, so I wasn't really giving nothing. We was just in that thing doing a little bit of nothing, but just constantly around each other. But I regret that. Like, I wish I showed up the way I wanted to show up and not the way I felt like they wanted me to show up. And that way I could look back on the situation and be like, you know what, may not have gone the way I wanted it to go, but at least I was, you know, at least I showed up as my true self. At least I got this or that experience out of it, you know what I mean? And honestly, if I had showed up the way I wanted to show up, I probably would have, me personally, I probably would have saved myself some time, because then those men would have showed me who they were a lot earlier. I know that to be true. If I was just like, okay, this is what I want and blah blah blah, I'm telling you, I would have been in and out of situations much faster, because they would have been like, oh, either that or they would have been using me. But either way, that's just something I'd have to figure out. I don't know. But yeah, y'all let me know. I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel like show up as you and not who you think they want you to be, because you'll regret it. Because they still not gonna be who you want them to be. Okay? And that's the true tea. They still gonna play games. But now that the lace is laid down, I'm gonna wet this hair. And I think I wanna do some cutting. So let's see what we can do. And what I found with this hair is that all it needs is water. Literally, the products, don't put it in this hair. If you do end up buying this hair, because it's cheap and it is cute, don't do nothing but water, because that's just, the curls look better with just water. Legit, like the ends are better with just water. And I use that silk silicone mix thing. I use it's the silicone mix, not silk, chat. I use the silicone mix. I use the argan oil one when I wash it, and it does the job. Let me just say that it definitely does the job. I don't want to wet it too much because I want it to dry. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Also, I want to talk about friendship breakups, okay? Because I saw this tweet the other day, like yesterday, I think. I saw this tweet yesterday, and this girl was talking about how it was maybe like, she said like 7 years later, she's still, her feelings are still hurt from her friendship breakup because she was friends with that girl, since middle school, right? And I felt that because I had a friendship breakup in college, and I was friends with that girl since elementary school. Legit, like families, cool, everything. Like we was locked in. I'm gonna just brush it out and put my water in. We was locked in. Like if we locked in, ain't no switching up. And it's just like the feelings never fade with a friendship breakup. That shit is so crazy to me. Like I could still, I know for a fact, if I saw her today, I would like, I know my, you know, I would have like a actual reaction. Like my body would be like heart beating fast, like seeing the ex, bro. Like that shit is so crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the full details of why me and that girl ain't friends no more, but of course it was over something dumb. And but then it just kind of like showed me that she wasn't really my friend, like literally at all. Because afterwards I'm hearing, see, okay, I am a girl who, if I'm not friends with a friend that was actually my friend, like if me and you was cool and we're not cool no more, I have nothing to say about you. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. I have nothing to say because at the end of the day, me and you was like this. Nothing to say. I have friends who I'm not friends with now that I knew for a lesser amount of time. I still have nothing negative to say about you because I have nothing negative. Even if we fell out on a negative tip, you're not gonna hear me gossiping, because at the end of the day, there was a time where we were really close. It just, no. So although we fell out over something dumb, afterwards she had a lot to say about me to all of our mutual friends, as if I did something to her, child. And that is what hurts that's the part that hurts the most. I'm gonna be honest. It's not even the falling out, because honestly, if it wasn't all of this afterwards, it could have been a fallout and a possible rekindle. Because I'm talking about a rekindle. Because I'm talking about me and this girl did everything together, okay? I'm talking everything. Now, part of me feels like we were growing apart anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we fell out over this little, whatever, dumb little situation, right? We were already growing apart. We went to different colleges. We were doing different things in our colleges. And, you know, everybody's getting friends, and like it just becomes harder and harder to, you know, stay close. And if you have and our problem was, I am a friend who's not going to get in the way. I feel like at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. If you're out of college, you're somewhere else, and you meet a person, now you and that person are really close, I'm not going to be like upset that you got a new friend. Well, I'm not gonna be like visibly like upset because you got a new friend, because at the end of the day, like, it's life, you know. But you know, I can't say the same thing for everybody, because she felt differently. And that was part of us like growing apart thing, because I'm like living my life over here, she living her life over there, and I'm not upset about her living her life, but she was upset about me living mine. And maybe she resented me because I wasn't upset with her. So I think it was a lot of things, and then it was just like one little drop in the bucket that blew everything up. And if it was just that, there could have been a me and her friendship to this day, but it's not, because of the fact that right afterwards she had everything to say that wasn't true to everybody we knew. And I just feel like that's like almost the worst thing you can do, honestly. I can't even cap. It's like, what possessed you to feel this way about somebody that you called your best friend? And and you know what's so crazy? I don't know if it's a me thing. Well, it's clearly a me thing. Something I probably should work out in therapy. But as I got older, I told her less and less. You know, like real things about like me, you know? Like I feel like I was less forthcoming with what was going on in my life. And child, clearly God was covering me, because if she knew my real business, that would have been all over the streets. So like, I think it was just a sign. That's one of the situations where I really like, it's been like, ooh, that was in college, probably like sophomore or junior year. I think I don't know, junior year. That was junior year of college. So at this point, I graduated in 2020, so that was 2019. Yeah, what is that? Ooh, 4 years? Yeah, 4 years from now. And I have really sat with it, and I can like now see how everything went down. You know, like you replay the situation and you're like, oh, okay. Like you thinking back all the times she might have said something kind of weird, or did something kind of weird, but let's like, 'cause that was your friend. Or you thinking of all the time she treated somebody else the way she ended up treating you, and you're like, I should have peeped that, because she been, you know. And that's one thing with friends, you really gotta like how they treat other people. I mean, obviously you don't treat everybody the same, but how they treat other people, and if it's like a consistent habit that you're seeing, know that that is how they're going to treat you one day. I can't lie to you. How they talk about other people, if it's a consistent habit, know that's how they're going to treat you. They're going to talk about you one day. Like, you just got to know. And obviously I was in college, and that was my childhood friend, so that's just something I had to learn. But shit gets really sticky, you know what I mean, when it comes to shit like that. Dang, I said I was gonna cut this, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not really mad at how it's looking. I'm gonna just let it dry. Ooh, that shit look kind of flat. You just gotta be prepared for people to have seasons in your life. And sometimes people's seasons are long as hell, but they do come to the end, and all you can do is charge it to the game and move on. But I'm telling y'all, that was a wild scenario for my life, because that was my ex boom coon. So let's talk about dating, child, because whew, Lord, I'm having a time. Okay, a time. Ooh. Anyway, why is dating so hard? Like, somebody riddle me that. Why is it such a difficult task to get to know somebody these days? Because I find myself, as you can see, I've been sitting here for damn near an hour talking. I'm a talker, but it's like getting harder and harder for me to actually want to get to know somebody. And I'm trying to get out of that because I do want to get to know somebody, and I do want to be in love, and I want all of those things like now. But it's like, I'll be like, bro, like, leave me alone. I'm trying to get out of that and just be more like aware in real life too, because I don't be looking at people in their eye like that. It's a COVID symptom. I don't be looking at people in their eye like that. I don't be smiling for real, glancing up. I just be tunnel vision when I'm outside for real. If I'm by myself, tunnel vision. And I'm trying to get out of that so I can really like mix and mingle, you know, have a meet cute. I'm not, because I really don't like online dating. Online dating is so like boo to me. It's so boo, and I don't like it. So we're working on it, and I'm going to get all right. We've got a better lace situation. Oop, it's not zooming in. Not my problem. I'm going to go in with the Sephora Micro Smooth, and I'm going to sharpen up this part, and also blend the lace. I feel like the lace needs a little powder. Ooh, actually, that might not be the case. The lace might not need powder. The lace might just need tint spray, because I feel like that just made it lighter, not the darkness it needs to be. I just put this tint spray on this brush. And I'm gonna put it right there. It should be good. If you seen a line, it's because I didn't put like actual makeup there. So I usually just combat that with putting some bronzer and just hope that it works. Yeah, y'all, this is the final look. Let me know if you like this little chit chat, because I could definitely come back with topics and styles, because I really do love to talk. Like, I try not to do too much talking on these YouTube videos because it takes longer to edit, but I'm like, bro, I am just hindering them from learning the true me, you know, the true individual of who Lindy is, a talker. So I'm gonna get into these because this turned out real cute. $80 Amazon. I'm gonna stop. Okay, y'all, bye. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and holler at your girl down in the DMs, down in the comment section, and let me know how you feel about this video. Do you like this style? You see how easy it was? Just water, swoosh. The only product I really used was Eben, but it was already installed on my head, but I'm just trying to let y'all know how it goes. But yeah, bye y'all.